Hello, what is up everybody, RL57 here, back with yet another diecast car video. In today's video we will be checking out the Pot Race 1/64 scale, the Mercedes-Benz CLK-GTR D2 1997 FIA GT from the PR64 series number 95 of the cars that have been released by Pot Race so far. And this is in its iconic D2 PRIVAT Livery right here, or I don't know, people say private or privat because it's a PRIVAT, and I've heard some people call it privat, some people call it like private, I'm not sure, but yeah, whatever it is, we still have it in this awesome sort of like silver color with the combination of red and blue together with the car. So if you don't know, this car is more to a Group 2 car, sort of, or is it Group 1? More to a Group 2, Group 1 sort of race car that is used heavily in tracks such as the Le Mans 24 Hours, basically the FIA Cups. There are a ton of more different racing series that used this car back in the early days, especially in 1997. And if you don't know, this car had a history of it flying more than 7 meters off the ground. That was a tragedy that happened during a race while this car was airborne for a few seconds and ended up getting off track basically. And that was the CLK GTR that is not in this livery, but it's in the plain empty livery, which is actually interesting. If I'm not mistaken, it did happen in, I'm not sure, was that in the Le Mans track or is it the Nordschleife? I'm not sure, but yeah, it happened in one of the tracks, I can't recall. But this is the car that basically made history in motorsport racing, of course. So this is the Pot Race, like I said, CLK GTR D2 1997 FIA GT. There is the car right there. You can see red and blue stripes right there. D2 in the background, 1/64 scale. The box is in this bright gray color right here. Pot Race PR64 number 95. Over here it says Pot Race, and then there's that over there. Over on the top of the box, you have your Pot Race socials right there. D2 Privat, PR64 number 95. You have your barcode, you have your warnings, and basically that's it, Pot Race. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this up. So I did mention in a shorts video that this is, and basically got many votes, as this car is one of the best cars in 2024 made by Pot Race, and in fact it is. When we talk about this car, basically it has its main functions, which are the opening, trunk and boot, which I will demonstrate later on in the video. That's what made this car extremely special. It's one of the first cars that implemented the magnetic parts, which are very tiny. The magnets are supposed to be a very small size. It's less than 1 centimeter of a size. It's very small, and yeah, basically you have the magnets to ensure that the car is staying attached as it is. Like you can see right here, I'm trying to put the car upside down, and you can see that none of the parts actually open or like get loose or anything, which is actually a very nice feature for the diecast companies out there. And it's great that Pot Race is starting to do this. I really do support that. So yeah, let's put it on our turntable. Later we shall see the special features that this car has. So here we have the D2 Privat livery of the Mercedes-Benz CLK-GTR. So it's a very long car with a long wheelbase. Like I said, this is a Group 2 or Group 1 car, and it has been heavily modified, as you can see. This car also has a road legal and track legal version. This, however, is the track legal version. This car is mainly known for its racing competition back in Le Mans and also the Nordschleifer, of course, and in the Nürburgring, of course. And this is also like I said, a very iconic car nonetheless. Mercedes-Benz, they didn't really do many versions of this. There were a few, but there were only a few copies made worldwide, and I believe some of them are in the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, of course, this car has gone through a lot in the racing history, of course, especially back in the late 1990s to early 2000s. So yeah, you can see a lot of different sponsors all over the car. You can see D2 Privat over on the car, a massive Mobile 1 text at the back. You have, of course, the massive rear spoiler, the extended front splitter, of course, as this car is mainly known for aerodynamics, but is also known to be very light. So that is one of the main reasons why this car went airborne for at least more than 5 seconds in the race and caused it to go off track. So yeah, that's an issue with the downforce, of course, of this car. Then again, this car is still a basically a collector's item in terms of either diecast or actually the real car. The real car, on the other hand, yeah, basically not many people own it, especially the road legal version. The track legal, of course, that one is basically in the museum and not being used, but still, it is an icon of a car until today. One of the great race cars that has been known, nearly as popular as the Mercedes-Benz Gullwing or the 300 SL. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's take a close look at our Mercedes-Benz CLK-GTR made by Pot Race right here. I shall start from the side as usual right here. So like I said, this car is painted in sort of like this metallic silver paint job right here, which is nice, I would say that. So I have a sponsor at the back right there. The rims look great, sort of like matte silver sort of rims, which are great. Slightly thick rubber tires. It does say Potenza right there, and also Bridgestone, of course, licensed rubber tires, which are nice. So over on the door here on the side of the car here, we can see that it says D2 Privat, an iconic livery used on many other cars as well, not mainly this, but some other cars as well. And then the racing number, it does say number 11 right there. And then you have Warsteiner, which is also a sponsor for this car as well. Very nice. You do have the sort of like lemon yellow colored side mirrors right here, which do resemble the real car actually, which is great. So here is the front. Now many people really do like the front with its details right here. We do have the circular headlights, two on each side, one big, one small, right there. We have the chrome silver front grille, which is nice. Then we have this sort of front intake right here, some extra fog lights right there at the bottom, and of course the carbon fiber front splitter, which is very nice. However, on the hood, it does say D2 Privat, Warsteiner, number 11. So I guess before we jump on to the windshield, let me show you the first feature, which is the opening front engine bay, as you can see. So it's basically showing the front, and as you can see, yes, it's mostly black. As you can see, you do have the Mercedes-Benz text right there with the logo, the say AMG, again D2 Privat, Warsteiner, and also Mobile One, the top 3 sponsors of this car. And then you do see the small little magnets right here, which are small little circular magnets right here, which are less than 1 centimeter or less than 0.5 cm, which is very small, like I said. 2 over here, and also I believe at the bottom right here as well. Yeah, there it is, so that they can attach into place very well. And I really do like that it secures very well. It does have some click as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that is over on the hood. So over on our front windshield right here, regular windshield tint, sort of a black colored interior. I believe this is left-hand drive. You do have the windshield wiper here as well, and then the windshield banner does a Warsteiner right there. And then moving towards the roof right here, yeah, pretty much simple and all. Do like the details here as well, with the hood scoop right here running towards the middle, which is very nice. And over on this side, yeah, pretty much the same thing. Like I said, nothing much is different nonetheless. And then yeah, you can see right here you do have the rear window, which you can see a bit of its detail, but it doesn't stop there. We will go deep into it later on. But yeah, you can see the engine detail right there, just a slight bit, but we'll go more into that. Oh, it does say CLK as well beneath the massive carbon fiber rear spoiler right here, which does say Mobile One right there. So yeah, massive carbon fiber spoiler held by 2 supports, which is nice. So you do have the red colored rear lights right here, D2 Privat, twin exhaust tips, sorry, single exhaust tips on each side, which makes it 2 exhausts on each side. So yeah, over on the back as well, many people have been loving this feature where you can actually disassemble the back and basically take it out to reveal the wonderful, gorgeous engine right here. Over on the back of the car, you can see that it is a fully exposed, beautiful looking rear engine of this car. It is very, very nice. You can see the engine bay right there, all of the extra detail that you need on this car, which makes this one of the best castings of Pop Race by far. And I gotta agree, you do have the different tone of colors for each part of the engine as well, with the Mercedes logo right there, which you can see from the rear window just now, with all of the like bar supports, and of course the extra detail here and there, the chrome silver bits in the engine. It is just wonderful to see Pop Race doing such a feature, and I believe every single color that this comes with, I will try to get my hands on it, so that yeah, basically I can make this a collecting piece of mine, basically a collector's piece of mine, so that I can have in my collection as one of the best Pop Race castings ever to exist. And yeah, I really do love the engine details right there. You can pause to take a closer look at it, or you can basically zoom in if you want to as well. Yeah, very nice. I really do like it. Of course, the rubber tires are also visible right here as well, as usual. So yeah, that is interesting right there. You can barely even see the magnet supports, but the magnets are actually over here on the side. where you cannot really even tell that much, which is honestly a crazy feature to have on a car like this. And yeah, that is the back of the engine. So yeah, that is extremely cool. We will put on the turntable with the opening parts and also without the opening parts, so that you guys can take a look on the turntable with and without. So yeah, over on the base right here, of course you do have a matte black colored base. You do have 5 screws, which is understandable for a car like this, of course, since it does have a bunch of details, and I think not many people would try to go through every single piece in this car, including the extra parts. But yeah, it would be a great project as well if someone does try to, you know, maybe custom this. But yeah, it is a very nice vehicle nonetheless. Of course, a very nice race car for the track. So I'll put on the turntable here with the hood cover and also the engine cover, which is nice. Basically the hood and also the how would I say this, the rear boot sort of on it. Yeah, so yeah, we have never seen a casting from Pop Race that ever used this feature. Not even any like other brand besides Pop Race that even does this. Like for example, not to talk about this CLK-GTR, but maybe like the Mazda 787B. Although many brands actually does the feature of the opening engine at the back, which yeah, apparently they just intend to open and they just place it on the stand and that's it. You cannot really depend on the car to basically have supports for the engine the rear engine cover, basically because it is due to no magnets found. So Pop Race actually did something that not many diecast brands were able to do, well, basically before Pop Race. But now I'm assuming that maybe some castings or some brands will start to implement this same maybe same technique or something like that. But it's actually pretty cool, something like this. For example, like I've had some Hot Wheels that basically they have opening parts, like of course you know the 787B. There's also another few cars that basically have the basically the hood able to open fully, and they don't really have magnets. So like when you flip the car around, basically there are chances of basically the hood cover basically falling off, and there are possibilities of that. But yeah, Pop Race did something very different than those companies, which are very good technique, and I would say it is something that needs to be applied to other diecast brands as well, I think. I believe the next car that would have magnets on it would be, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen a video of it, the GR86, I think, in Pandem livery, I'm not sure. In a Pandem body kit that had a fully opening engine, where you basically don't open the hood, instead you just take out the hood instead. So something like that. But yeah, let's take out both parts so that you guys can see. Now I've seen many people like display that like that. I don't know whether it's actually intentional to be like that, but yeah, we shall put it like that. So basically you can see the car without the hood and also without the trunk now, so you can see how the car layout is with the exposed engine, of course, and also yeah, the other parts of the car, which is really unique, I would say. Very fascinating project that Pop Race went through, and basically they successfully did it, which is actually very cool if I'm being honest. And I hope Pop Race will actually do more of these sort of opening part models like this in the future, I hope. As long as the price would still remain somewhere in around, I don't know, in Malaysia it should cost around what 70 to 100 bucks for Pop Race as a usual price. As long as these details won't make the price skyrocket anytime, I would still think that collectors will still have interest in collecting Pop Race models no matter whenever they're being released. But yeah, there you go. That is my full review of the Mercedes-Benz CLK-GTR 1997 DTM, right? D2 1997 FIA GT car right there. That is all for my video. Once again, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching some of the videos. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next one. See you soon. Bye bye.